And we need a fourth, just to make it absolutely terrible and chaotic. Oh, and ban all macros totally, which means I can't use my mouse. Okay, so I'm going to infuse. This is going to be a join player. That's going to come over here.
So it looks like game doesn't exist in the hub.
Ooh, game doesn't exist in the hub.
It keeps coming through as undefined.
Okay,
No
is that right
biggie.
or wrong?
Well, because there's like this dot game, and
Hmm.
I don't even see where that is even coming from. Yeah, there's no reference to it. So that's the other reason why your graphics aren't creating, because there is no game to actually create the graphic.
Xeno is just complete fail. Nothing is going to work here. All right, okay, get my head in the game. Let's see what we're doing here.
This is more streamlined of what it should be, though. We
Bug action, process player action.
create the object and then create all the render stuff on the proper.
Yeah.
I scared off all three of my users or viewers.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time trying to figure out what I'm doing. All right, here we go. Join game. There we go. Think. This is bad. Okay, so we're going to do that.
Had an issue
Okay,
today.
just as I thought. Okay, so the second player that joins the game will not know about the first player. How do I fix that?
Spawn them on top of each other so they blow up.
Yeah, I should.
Ooh, why are we lagging? Is that lag generator?
150 milliseconds. Is that what it is?
No, it says like 16 milliseconds. It's like all over the place.
Well, what? Local?
Yeah.
Well, it looks fine when I'm watching your stream.
You don't see it like skipping?
Oh, why is yours going up so high? So, let's see. If you look in one of the classes, pound if debug.
It's like the background's like rendering, right? But like the ship is like skipping.
Yes, the ship should be skipping to you because I've limited the number of messages I send to only
Oh,
update every 150 milliseconds
gotcha.
because I wanted to put that in place for us to be able to work on the client graphics and rendering so that way, because there's going to be lag no matter what. And I figured 150 milliseconds is going to be exaggerated, but we can work on getting the client to actually do some predictive, like moving,
Okay.
like because if you push left, you're expecting the ship to go left, so you can automatically start moving the ship.
Yeah.
And when you get the message, we should be pretty close to the correct spot.
Yeah, because I think right now it's all reliant on did we get a response from the server and then move it.
That's
I'm gonna
quick.
comment out the background detail stuff that I was working with for like the water transitions and all that. Because I know that's adding some lag.
Yeah, well, if you wanted to, you could update that one spot in a message base game .cs. You'll see a minimum update time of 150 milliseconds.
No biggie at the moment. It
Because
was like, okay,
what was
this.
happening is we were sending messages every 10 milliseconds
Mm-hmm.
before, and we really don't want to pay for that. All right, so anyways, back to my little thing. Nyxian skies. this instance. Join game.
Cool.
What should I do? Should I change the joined game message, or maybe just get rid of it and just have like it return all players? So when I call the client, I don't know. Oh, you know what? I'm going to handle this slightly different. So I'm going to add the player. You know what? Just give me a few minutes. And so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do a little bit of logic here where I'll send the messages. Everybody will be up to date. I'm not going to change anything.
Ooh, this will be interesting to test 2-player. One client basically takes over the input. I might have to add in some debugging key presses. Because basically what happened is I tried to split it into 2 views. One accepted input, but the other didn't.
Why would you split into 2 views?
For player 1, player 2.
Yeah, they're going to be 2 different clients completely. Wouldn't they?
I know, like what we were doing before to test 2-player, like in Battleship.
Oh,
We
you
just
just
spawn
brought up
up.
2. Yeah. Okay.
Bring up 2. Basically, what happens is Phaser pulls in the.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So you can't control. One has control and the other doesn't. So I guess I can always put in something to register IJK or IJKL or something. Alright, I'm checking these changes in. Alright, that's checked in.
Okay, good. A 1 line of code in that amount of time. Fetch. You're not going to allow me to pull, are you? Yeah, look at that. I didn't have to check in. Okay, so what do we have now? No music. There's a... Alright. Of course. if I start a single player game. And boy, everything is moving quickly. Well, the aliens just like flew right past us.
Yeah. I sped up the background, so or the base speed.
Okay, two player. Start. Two player. Start. Happened there. Start, like, kick it off right away. That shouldn't have happened.
I should have sat in the lobby or something.
Yeah. If I click two player, I go to start.
Boom.
Let's see. Update game stats, your player ID, that's all good. Pong. Send message, Pong. Awesome. Update game stats, load level. You got no message to join. How did you start?
It's magic.
No one told you to start this game.
Go in timeout.
So that means if I come back to, it's going to be ship select. That's why. Is ship select is not respecting our game type that we chose. Is coded to single player.
Ship select. Oh, join single player game.
Oh, you want to play a two-player game? Nope.
You're a loner.
The user story was put a multiplayer button. We implemented it. Alright, so how can I tell what was selected?
You could check to see if. Oh, well, let's see.
That is what?
We can add on
That
button press
is,
a.
yeah.
We could add a variable to the game class that tells it which button was pressed.
Okay, so right now the buttons aren't doing anything other than
Fading out, yeah.
fading out. Okay, we'll need to do that. We need to track state for what the player does. So,
In the game, Nyxian Sky game, we can add a player count. Or game selected, or, something that signifies how many. Number.
I would like this to be a number. And that's going to be, is that going to be from here? Is it going to be this dot?
No, Nyxian Skies games. Game dot.
Nyxian Skies dot?
No, Nyxian Skies game. Yeah. Basically using that game class as our catch-all.
Hop over to, that was what? Ship select. Of course, too many screens are open. Gameplay. Ship select. And then on the update,